Good morning, Tahmina Khan is here in TKMaths is 1. In today's video, which is video number 4, we will move on towards the complex question on momentum. In the earlier 3 videos, we have completed the basic concept of the momentum topic. So here are few questions. If you want to test your understanding, you can take a picture of these questions and solve it. And answer of these problems are given below. Solution is not here as such in detail. So if you find it difficult, you can write in the comments and I'll explain it to you. So let's move on to the question which we have planned for today. It's a past paper question. And as I have explained to you in the earlier video, when you read the question, start putting it down in the diagram form. It's become easy to understand it then. So two particles P and Q moving in opposite direction. So you can see here in the diagram here I have drawn this. In the same straight line on a smooth horizontal surface when they collide. P has mass 0.4 kg, which I have mentioned here, and it is moving with the speed of 3 meter per second. It's all mentioned here. Q has mass 0.6 kg and it is moving with the speed 1.5. So I have mentioned here. Immediately after the collision, the speed of P is 0.1. Now in which direction, that we will see in part 1 and 2, what is the requirement of the question. However, the speed of P will be 0.1 meter per second. Direction will decide. Given that part 1, given that P and Q are moving in the same direction after the collision. Now the question here is, in which direction they will move. Either they will move in the direction of right or left. So how you will decide that? Okay, so now the concept here is, if we see individually, there are two ways you can check it. Number one is you can check the momentum of P. Momentum of P, if you check, it is 0.4 into 3, which is 1.2. And if you look at the momentum of Q, which is 0.6 and minus 1.5, so it is equals to 0.9, right? If you forget the sign at that moment and just remember the numeral value, which is 1.2 and 0.9, so the momentum of object P is greater than the momentum of object Q. And that's why it will influence the direction after the collision. And secondly also, if I subtract here 1.2 minus 0.9, it is plus 0.3, which means the direction after collision will be towards right. So that is the way you will figure it out in which direction it will move. So now you can draw the diagram arrow here. And because question is saying P and Q both will move in the same direction, so we can move them towards right. Now we have to find out the speed of Q. So now using the law of conservation of momentum, I'm substituting the values here now. It is 0.4 into 0.1 plus 0.6 into, this is the velocity which we have to find out. Okay, so now it will be what? Is equals to 0.04 plus 0.6 into PQ. So now you can simply solve it. You can take your calculator. So the final answer is 0.4. It is 333. So you can put dot here. Or if you have to show in 3 significant figure, you can write 3 here and then dot here, right? Usually we write dot after first one. So it's better follow the same procedure. So let's write here. So this is meter per second. Now let's see part 2. Situation is same, weight, velocity, everything is same. But after collision, now what is happening? Part 2 is saying, given instead that P and Q are moving in the opposite direction. So now it is given to you. So you have to consider this situation. And that is the reason I have drawn both the arrows in the opposite directions. find the distance between them after 3 seconds of collision. So now let's do it again here with the same law of conservation of momentum, right? So it will be, let me just take it from here, first part. Then I will erase the remaining part. It will save time. So this part will be different only. Why it will be different? Because now we are moving in the opposite direction. So this will be minus 0.5 and the rest will remain same, right? So this is 0.3, this is minus 0.04 plus 0.6 velocity of q, and now you can solve it. Okay, so I have found the velocity of q as 0.567 meter per second. Now what is question saying? After the collision, 3 seconds after the collision, what is the distance between them? So I know the velocity of q after the collision, and I know the velocity of p after the collision, which is 0.1. So let me see how much distance p will cover and how much distance q will cover. Okay, so let's see. Distance covered by p. Distance covered by p. What it will be? What is the formula for the distance? Distance is equals to so it will be velocity into time. So 0.1 into 3. So it is equals to 0.3 meter. And distance covered by q, the velocity is 0.567 in 3 seconds. Let me take the calculator. It will be, by the way, it is in the opposite direction, right? P is negative. Okay, so it is left hand side and this is positive, so it is 1.7, right? What I mean to say, one is going in this direction, the other is going in this direction, so we have to see basically the distance between them. So this is 0.3 and this is 1.7. So now if I want to see distance between them, distance between P and Q is equals to 1.7 minus 0.3, which is equals to 2 meter. So this is how you will solve the question. I hope you understood this question. If you have any query, you can write in the comment box. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please press like and subscribe button. Take care. Allah Hafiz.